Hey everyone, welcome to our Nurses and Plexus call. Thank you for being here. Hope you're excited to hear from these three awesome nurses and three dear friends of mine. They're just really truly going to share. I have a child playing with my hair. They're just really going to share why they tried Plexus and why they love it, and maybe some extra information too, because they know a lot of good stuff about health and wellness. So I am just going to let them take it away. And we are going to start with Jenna. Jenna is going to speak first. So take it away, Jenna.
All right. And I'll just warn all of y'all that I'm probably the most long-winded of everybody. So if you can make it through me, the other ones. But my name is Jenna Troncalli. I have been a BSN RN for 25 years. Almost all of that has been pediatric. I did 15 years in pediatric ICU. And then I've done about the last 10 years, I've been with pediatric liver clinic. Which interestingly enough, my liver clinic is actually called GHN. So it's GI, hepatology, which is liver, and nutrition. So you'll see I get some interesting information from that. And then the last 18 months, I've also added in 1 day a week at an adult pain center, which gives me a whole different perspective on things. So just to try to make this shorter, I had gotten to a point in my life where I just felt really frustrated with how my body was, with how I felt, how I looked. I knew what to do. As I said, I work in nutrition and liver clinic. I sit right next to a nutritionist all day long at work. Our job is to counsel patients on good nutrition and eating and healthy habits. Most of our kids with liver disease, it's fatty liver disease, which comes from an overconsumption of carbs and sugars. So we spend all day teaching people you need to eat less carbs. When you do have carbs, it's better to have brown carbs and whole grains. You need to decrease your sugars. It's amazing how many sugars you get from hidden sources like drinks and some of the other snacks that kids were eating, and increasing your protein and fiber. And so I was spending all day teaching families this. And I looked at myself and I realized that I had kind of life, kids, crazy schedule, got wrapped up in convenience and fast things, and was not really eating the best things for myself either. And I figured that was probably why I wasn't where I wanted to be. So I came home and talked to my husband and kids and said, we're going to do practice what you preach. I teach people this all day long. I've got to do it too. And so we started making a lot of those changes in our house. And my husband started losing weight and feeling great, and nothing happened to me. And we made more changes and he kept losing weight and nothing happened to me. And I would get really frustrated. And so my compliance would go up and down with how well I was doing. And I'd sit in clinic and I'd tell people this stuff and I'd go home and go, I got to get better. I got to get better. And it just wasn't changing. I was always tired. I needed a nap almost every single day. And when I say I needed a nap, like I couldn't move. I felt like an elephant sat on me and I could not get up. I was just exhausted at like 3 o'clock every afternoon. Can't move. Leave me alone for an hour. I can't go anywhere. I was bloated. I was gassy. I had crazy sugar and carb cravings. That was what I wanted to eat all the time. My bloated belly, I felt like I had a mom belly. I had patients ask me when I was due, and I was like, "Oh, honey, I'm not pregnant. I'm really not." And they were like, "Oh, well, then how old is your baby?" So that's just, I'm like, "My baby's 13. Thank you very much. Appreciate it." Had a had a really bad brain fog. I would have trouble saying, "Where am I at?" And I would just sort of freeze for a little bit, and then it would have to come back to me. Oops, I got an unstable internet. I hope you can still hear me. Um, One of the doctors that I work with recommended some supplements called SAMe to help with that brain fog and to help with that. And that did work. I could tell when I stopped taking the SAMe, like if I ran out or something, I could definitely tell with just a day or two of not having it. And then for all the other things, all my doctors, the doctors I work with, all the doctors I see pretty much kind of wrote me off as welcome to 50. This is as good as it gets. You make nutrition changes, you exercise more. This is what you're going to get. I had one doctor kind of gave me a quick little, we can put you on a weight loss program, but it's all amphetamine based. And since you've had some issues with tachycardia in the past, you don't qualify for that. So sorry, but this is the rest of your life. And I was just like, that's not good enough. I don't want to feel like this. I want to be around for my kids. I want to be able to be active and involved with them. And I'm just not going to accept that this is how it's going to be. And so one day I had been seeing Holly post things, and I just kind of ignored them. Oh, that's Holly just doing her thing. And one day it was just one of those days where I was like, I need a change, and I'm looking for a magic bullet. I'm looking for whatever. I don't care where it comes from. I need something. And Holly happened to post right about that time a challenge. And I see you, Holly. And I called her and I was like, all right, sign me up. And so this is long story short. I'd been putting her off for a while. So called her and she got me started. She placed an order for me. The products came and I looked at them and I went, I'm a nurse. I should know better. I just ordered supplements from a mail order. Who knows what? Ugh. And what? What was I thinking? I should know better than that. And I threw them in a drawer. And then I was embarrassed and I couldn't believe. I was like, what am I doing? And then kept looking at the drawer and kept getting messages from Holly. How you doing on that? And I was like, no, we're good. Let me try that next week. Just call me later. And finally, I started doing some research and I started thinking, well, I'm wondering, what does Holly or whoever know about these Plexus vitamins that they're sharing with their friends? What do I know about those vitamins that I'm getting from CVS, Walmart, Whole Foods, Sprouts, wherever I'm going? What do I know about those? Why do I think that those are okay just because they're being sold in a store and they have the name on them? Why am I just blindly going, oh, yeah, I'll take that one? And so I started doing some research, and I had done some research years ago about some supplements. And I started looking at what Plexus was offering. I started looking up the products that I actually ordered and had hiding in the drawer in the back of my pantry. And I started going, I can read these labels. I know what these things are. And I saw the information that Holly had sent me that I just ignored and pulled it out and looked at it. And I was like, oh, all the medications that you get from the pharmacy, they come with that little product information sheet in them, but it looks like my homework from organic chemistry class in school. There's all kinds of diagrams on it. There's all sorts of crazy long letters. It's all the Latin spellings. And who really reads those anyway? You pull it out, you throw it away. Nobody has ever read one of those product sheets that comes with your prescriptions that you pick up. But the Plexus information sheets tells me very clearly what's in it, what it's for. There's pictures. It's in words that you can read and understand. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I started doing my own outside of Plexus research and looking up some of the ingredients, looking up some of the supplements. And I was like, these are all really good things. And so I started taking them and I realized I feel better. This is great. I wasn't very consistent in the beginning. My first order, I tried a little 3-day sampler, and I like the 3-day sampler, which I really wish they would bring that back. But then I ordered the weight loss basics, and I wasn't super consistent with that in the beginning, but I used it enough that I could already tell just even from that I was starting to feel better. And I realized I didn't need that afternoon nap. And I realized I don't remember the last time I took that Sammy stuff and I'm not having the brain fog thing. Um, and I kept realizing that I was starting to feel better. And so I also, throughout this, was not going to tell anybody ever, except maybe my husband who just walked in here. I wasn't going to tell anybody that I was taking this Plexus stuff. I'm a nurse. I ordered stuff from a mail order company. Oh my gosh. But I started realizing that I was feeling better, and my 2 closest friends were having all of those same symptoms that I had rattled off in the beginning. And I knew that I was feeling better from those things, and they were still dealing with that same stuff. And so I kind of did a, hey, I'm still not entirely sold on this yet, but I've been trying this and I think I'm starting to feel a little better. And, here's some samples if you want to try it too. So they tried a little bit and then they were like, feel better too. So it was cool. And then I added triplex in, and that was when I really noticed a difference. And so that is my favorite thing to recommend for everybody to start with, because I could tell with that triplex that I was feeling better. And then once I got really consistent on it, all those things that I said in the beginning went away. Like all of that. The weight loss picked up. Bloating went away. Again, that mental clarity. I was like, oh my goodness, this is just, I just felt good. Even my kids would say, Mom, I don't know how to describe it, but you're just like, you're better. And so it was really, really, it was great to feel that much better on those products. And then it was really exciting and I guess validating for me once I started getting more involved with our group that Amy and Amy have created this wonderful place for us. Because again, at first, Holly kept going, let me add you to this group. I'm like, no, I'm good. Let me add you to here. And I'm like, no, I'm really good. I don't need to talk to people. I don't want anybody to know I'm here. And then once I slowly started putting my toe in those pools, first of all, the amount of support in those groups is incredible. The amount of information in those groups is unbelievable. And then it was so validating for me to see how many other nurses are in there. And some of those nurses aren't nurses anymore because they're so high up in the Plexus chain that they don't have to be nurses anymore. There's personal trainers, there's pharmacists, there's nutritionists, there's Olympic athletes. The amount of people in the group that are using Plexus products who are people that should know what's going in their body is just, that was extra validating for me to see all of these people. And then once you're in those groups, you start seeing more of the product information and the research and all of that. And so it was fantastic. So 2 last quick things, and then I'm going to turn it over because I know I've been running for a while. Just to let you know, I think my list is complete. I was going to go through my routine and the products that I am currently using. I take a Vital Biome when I first wake up in the morning, and I love it. I can tell a difference when I take Vital Biome and when I don't. I start my day with a lean shake now. And then after my lean shake, I have a lovely little cocktail of mixture of hydrate, collagen, and slim microbiome. And that is my start to the day. And I feel so good when I start with that. And then I also have MetaBurn and Immune Plus in the morning. I take X Factor. I'm working on ways to get more, yes, X Factor Plus. Sorry, I'm working on ways to get more consistent with that, because with the Plus, I need to eat and eat something substantial. So usually I stick it in my pocket or stick it in my purse and try to remember it at lunch and dinner. I'm doing better, but some days I still forget that one. Sometimes in the afternoon, I may have a second slim, depending on how my day's going and how I'm feeling and what foods are around me. And then I always, right before bed, I have my ProBio 5 and my Bio Cleanse. Don't ever miss that, ever, ever, ever. If I miss anything else, those are the things I never miss. I have recently started using the facial cleanser, and I love it. I just won a day serum, and I can't wait to try that. My husband, when I first started, he and my 2 boys use the Hydrate and Active very regularly. We quickly got rid of Gatorade, Liquid IV, Pedialyte, all of that stuff. I have 13 and 17-year-old active sports boys. My 17-year-old also drinks lean shakes to gain weight for extra protein and calories. And just 2 weeks ago, my husband is fully in starting on triplex, and he has already told me that he can tell he feels differently with that. So we are moving up in our product usage and feeling a whole lot better. And then really, really quickly, I do want to throw out there about the business, because I know I mentioned sharing. I, again, was not going to tell anybody that I was doing this, and I definitely I didn't have time. I didn't have desire. No, this is not going to be a business. I am not getting into that. I have so many other things on my plate. No, I'm just going to do this and get my own products. And that's all I'm going to do. And thank you, Holly, leave me alone. Um, but then I told those two friends when I started feeling better, and they both joined and signed up. And then Holly and Amy went, if you get one more, you're silver. And I was like, what is silver? They're like, you want to be silver? Really? Come on, it's the first rank, and then you're going to get a bonus, then you're going to start earning. And I was like, I told you I don't want to do this. And then they had a steal the deal event. And freebies is kind of one of my love languages. And you got a free full-size product if you signed up a new member with a welcome package. And I went, I didn't have anybody else that was a potential at the time. So I signed my husband up. I'm like, you're going to get an email that says you just joined Plexus. That's me. It's not fake. Just forward it to me. You're good. And so he joined. We got another welcome pack, got a full freebie product, and it was wonderful and exciting. And then he actually started using products. I initially was going to alternate our subscriptions because we're not going to do 200 PV a month. No way. We're just going to alternate and then that'll be fine. Well, no, it didn't take very long before we were filling both subscriptions pretty regularly. But once he joined, he was my third person. So I was Fast Start Silver and I got a bonus. And I was like, whoa, got an email from Plexus that said, you have money. And I was like, I didn't even do anything. That was so cool and easy. And then I had a party at my house a couple months later and invited some people to come, and 3 more people signed up. And then I got a bonus for being Silver Fast Start, Senior Silver Fast Start. Sorry, I'm trying to talk too fast. And I was like, whoa, again, I didn't really put much time or effort into this. And then 2 of those people started really sharing with their friends. One of them, Cindy, who you're going to hear from next or shortly. And then before we knew it, I was gold. So I have not really put a lot of effort into making this a business. And I can see how, and I'm working with plans to how I can put more effort into it. But I just wanted to say, if you don't think you want to be a business, if you don't think that you want to have the time or whatever, I was Fast Start Silver with 3 people with basically no effort whatsoever. And I got a bonus. And I don't remember the last time I actually had to pay for our products now. So my products are all being paid for. I actually, in October, bought a ton of the extra Pinkberry stuff that I didn't have to pay for out of pocket because it all came out of my Plexus wallet. I just bought extra bags of salted caramel because I don't want to make sure we get extra of that. I'm about to send Amy some money for the retreat that's coming up in February. And all of that is coming out of my Plexus earnings, which I totally never thought I was going to do because I'm not doing this as a business, y'all. But I have been rambling, but I just wanted to give you that quick update. And I am now going to pass the mic on. Thank you for letting me speak.
Hi, does that mean I'm talking now? Okay, well, I thought maybe my Zoom. Oh, there it goes. Hi, I'm Cindy Petrola, and I'm also a nurse. Actually, Jenna is my sponsor. She's the one that introduced this or introduced me to Plexus. So I've been a nurse since 2009. My background is mainly mother baby, postpartum, newborns, and NICU babies. So that's kind of my world. And then a little, I had always done night shift, always had fatigue that, guys, I just attributed to night shift. Okay. For all these years. I'm sorry, my lighting is terrible. I can see it going in and out. And just being a mom. I have 5 sons myself. They are 23, 20, 17, and twins that are 7. We call them the Twinados because that's what they do. So life is busy. And I just thought, this is just my life. This is just how I'm going to feel. I also battled terrible IBSD. Okay. Like I'm your girl that knew where every bathroom was, everywhere. All right. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get out of a restaurant before visiting their facilities and tearing up their facilities. Okay. That's, and I had been like that as long as I can remember. Very frustrating, some embarrassing situations. And it sucked. And I had tried all kinds of different things. I had tried a couple of probiotics over the years, but never really understanding the science behind them, because let me tell you guys, they don't really teach you that in nursing school. Maybe they touched on it. If they did, I don't remember it. The only thing I even know about or knew about probiotics was because I did like my whole high school and up into my 20s at a veterinarian's office. And anytime dogs or cats came in with horrible diarrhea or stuff like that, what did we put them on? Probiotics. Imagine that. But still, never made this really made that click to me. So about a year ago, I actually went to the pain clinic where Jenna works once a week. I transitioned to day shift, and I thought, I'm going to feel wonderful. I'm going to have less fatigue. It'll probably help my IBS because, that's probably stress. I won't eat so poorly, blah, blah, blah. This is all my thinking, it's going to help my stress, right? Because everyone else is normal and sleeps at night when I was up. So I did. And even though I hate morning, I think I felt a little better, but I was still fatigued. I was still having all the same symptoms, all the cravings. I'm a sugar girl. Okay. Like, I can eat some sweets. You put a pack of something in front of me, I don't want to just eat one or two. I'm going to eat the whole thing. All right. So that's how I got into this shape. Right. And so I had just always attributed all of my symptoms to all of those poor habits. And as time went on, Jenna and I got to know each other a little bit, and she was always drinking her pink drink at work, and she mentioned a few blurbs here and there. And, I had one of those incidents I was telling you about on my anniversary. Thank you. That was nice. My husband and I were out to dinner, or we had gone out to dinner, and then we went to a movie, and it was like a nightmare. Like, we had to go home. Bad. And I was like, okay, that is it. I have to do something. I have to make changes. Whatever I have to do. Okay. And so, I had sort of told Jenna a little bit about what happened, and she's like, girl, just try this stuff. I mean, what's it going to do? Make it worse? Right. And I'm like, well, no. Okay. And I looked at it and I'm like, well, it's kind of expensive, and I was a little stressed about that. But then she said, but you're just replacing other things. Like, you're going to drink a pink drink instead of a soda, or this instead of that. You're already taking a vitamin. You're just taking this instead. Okay, that makes sense. I can chalk it up the first time. Not a problem. And so I did. And I did start the triplex sort of right away. I wasn't consistent because I was nervous. By the way, I also started it on vacation. Brave, stupid, not really sure, but I thought, what the heck, can't make it worse. So, I tried it on vacation on a road trip. It didn't make anything worse, but still continued to not really be that consistent for a couple of weeks. But I did notice fairly immediately when someone brought in donuts, I could turn them down. It wasn't a big deal. Or when we were at the grocery store, I wasn't like making a beeline to the bakery. Like, I didn't have to have something. And that was really eye-opening for me. So I started being more consistent with my triplex. And as I became more consistent with my triplex, I started feeling better. I wasn't having those cravings. I already sleep fine because, girl, I can sleep anywhere, but I wasn't fatigued. Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, even though I sleep fine, maybe it's not restful sleep. I have no idea, but I was so tired before, and now I'm not like that. I'm fine. I don't need a nap. Like Jenna said, it's cool. I don't even need as many hours of sleep, which is very interesting. And here's the little bonus. I was able to stop taking my prescription twice a day anti-inflammatory because my general pain is better. Like, I've decreased inflammation in my whole body, guys, just by healing my gut. So I'm not taking that prescription at all anymore. Didn't even fill it the last 3 months. That's freaking amazing to me. because I was always, oh God, is this arthritis? What is this? That hurts. It's cool. I don't need it. And little icing on the cake, I was losing weight. I was making better choices because I didn't have to have the sugar. I didn't have to have the stuff. I was eating smaller portions because I'm drinking my Slim before my meal. I was filling up. I was already a good water drinker, but I probably have increased a little bit more because I have added a hydrate, and I'll drink an active here and there. So I probably am drinking a tiny bit more than I was. So, the weight loss was just like a side effect of starting on Plexus, which is fantastic. Now I have since added, so now I have added the MetaBurn, and I have a lean shake for breakfast every morning. I was having some other kind of shake for breakfast, so not a big deal, but this one really holds me till lunch without an issue. I'm not hungry, which is fantastic, because if you've ever tried some of those shakes that you can get on the shelves, they last like an hour and you're starving. So guys, all I can say is it can't make it worse. It's gonna help heal your gut. Just heal your body from the inside, because that's what the Triplex does. That's what all of our products are designed to do. They clean out your gut, they heal it, they allow you to absorb vitamins from your food, from the other supplements, and they're just going to make you feel better, look better. And then you want to tell everyone you know. So like I have my kids on the vitamins. I've got my husband on the Vital Biome and Slim. I'm working him up to getting on some more stuff. We keep lean. You can see my little array of stuff here. We keep lean. Actually, we had waffles and bacon for dinner tonight, and we put the salted caramel lean in the waffle mix. Delicious. So do you could cook with that? Yes, you can. So y'all, whoever invited you here tonight, get with them, ask them questions, get yourself some Plexus. I think everyone should start with Triplex because it really is a great start no matter what your goals are. That's just me personally, but there's so many options out there. So I'm going to pass the mic on to my lovely friend, Donna.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Donna Nowak, and I've been a licensed practical nurse for 40 years. And I was doing geriatrics and pediatrics. And right now I'm currently working in a preschool for 16 years and love the little ones. I mean, I don't know if that's the best job I've ever had. And I'd be really sad when I leave. But I started Plexus from Amy Morton, and I love her. And I was just very, very frustrated with myself with bloating, and just went on so many different programs that I couldn't stand it anymore. I just felt like I was gaining weight instead of losing weight. And I said to Amy, I need to go on Plexus. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what happens. And once again, with sharing, I didn't want to do that either. And before I know it, I was senior silver, and I had other people seeing how I was doing, and they wanted to try it. And I was just like, okay, let's go ahead and try it. And before you know it, I have all these people under me, and this is what I didn't even want to do, is share it, but I did. And people continually to ask me what I'm doing now. I take Triplexus. I've done 3 resets, and since March, I've lost 47 pounds. And I just feel amazing. The inflammation is just gone from my face. I mean, if I could show you pictures from when I started in September a year ago and today, you wouldn't even recognize me. And people ask me what I'm doing. So I have my daughter on it. I just had my husband's on his 2nd month. And he's getting used to it all. I'm trying to help him because he has diabetes, and I really want him to continue on it. Granted, I know men can be a little bit stubborn sometimes on how things the routine has to be, but I'm trying to encourage him to continue with it. But I feel so much better, have so much energy. I mean, my age, I'm running up in stairs. People say, what are you doing? I mean, I'm the oldest one at the preschool, not to everybody's younger than me and I'm running down the hall and they go, where are you going? And I go, this is just the way I walk. I have so much energy and I'm not as tired. Like Cindy said, I don't need as much sleep. I mean, 7 hours sleep, I'm good. I'm ready to go. 7 o'clock in the morning, even though I'm my day off, I'm ready to go. I don't need to sleep till, I'm usually sleeping until 10, 11 o'clock in the morning before Plexus. And I don't need any more sleep. I mean, I don't have the cravings anymore for sugar. I can pass up donuts and cookies and Halloween candy. And I look at it and I don't need it. And at work, I go, oh, we got pastries from a family. Do you want some? I'm like, I can't eat that. She goes, well, you can if you want. I go, I know that, but I just don't want it. I mean, I don't crave anything that I used to crave before. And I'm a sweet eater and I love my candy bar and my pie and, you know, ice cream's my favorite. I cannot go, can't say I can't have my ice cream. So I do have it once in a while, but you know, like, you know, I just feel so much better and look better and I get compliments all the time. And I have a lot of people that I've helped. One of my friends from high school that I've helped, she's a diabetic and she just raves about Plexus. She has gone down with her numbers and her sugar and she orders left and right on Plexus all the time. She just loves it. She's done 2 resets. I've done 3 resets and I just love it. The last reset I did, I lost 7.5 pounds and the time before that I lost 12, which I didn't plan on it. I followed everything the right way, but it's just amazing how this Plexus has really helped me and made me happy. And I love sharing it because I feel better and I want other people to feel better. It's just, I mean, it's like a glow. I mean, I just like glowing, like you want to say, hey, I can help you. What's wrong? You know, how I can help you. You got, you know, IBS and you've got thyroid issues. Let me help you. Like my daughter, she's on Plexus. She has a thyroid issue. She only has 1 thyroid. And Amy Welch, I talked to her and she helped me with that. And so I have my daughter on and I try to help her so she doesn't have to be on that, help with that medicine and stuff that she has to take. But I'm just happy that I had listened to Amy and went on Plexus and taking care of my body and my gut. And it's true. Gut health really makes you feel amazing. And I currently take Triplexus and I also recommend the Triplexus to start. I take Hydrate in the morning and then I might have some breakfast with eggs. And then I have a Slim later on. I also do take the Mega X and the Vitabiome, and I can also tell the difference when I don't take the Vitabiome. I feel, I don't know, I used to be real jittery sometimes, and if I don't take the Vitabiome, I can tell the difference. I'm more calmer now. I'm happier now. I can not get as stressed out with that Vitabiome is what it is true. It does stress, calm you down. It's like a chill pill to me. I also take Metaburn and occasionally I will take collagen. I'm not very faithful on the collagen. I want to try to take the X Factor and all that. But like I said, I feel so much better and I'm very happy. I can't wait to see what March is gonna bring to me and how well I'm gonna feel. And I'm hoping to get some more people to join Plexus. I've already had a couple, I have right now 4 people that might be interested. I just have to try to see how I can help them feel better and make them happy and as much as I am and help. I have a friend that also wants to try it for her child. I just got to research more and maybe ask more questions about how I can help her. She wants her son to, her 4-year-old or 3-year-old, excuse me, to help gain weight. So I got to research with her, but I'm excited because I have more people asking me about what I'm doing. And I don't know, I just like like I said, I have a glow on me, like, because I'm excited about helping other people. And I talk about it a lot at work, where I work at the preschool, and people stop me in the halls and they'll say, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Want to try this?" And, like, how can I help you? If you want a sample, I'll try to give you a sample. But um, I am very happy with myself, and I just feel like when I'm happy, I just want to make other people happy. And I think Plexus is amazing, and I think whoever invited you to this little Zoom meeting, that you should connect with them to see how they can help you get started and feel better, just like me.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Donna, and thank you, Cindy, and thank you, Jenna. You guys were all awesome. I really enjoyed that. And I know you all very well, and I learned new things about you just now, which is really cool. I
Great.
did just want to close up the call by saying, if you are on this call right now and you are not already a Plexus customer or ambassador, if you join and order a welcome pack tonight, you get a $15 off coupon to use. And that can also be stacked with a 10% off coupon. So that's just tonight. So if you are ready to take the plunge and try these products, go for it. I was going to say stupidly, I'll go ahead and say the S word, stupidly. I waited. I regret how long I waited to try Plexus. I wish I had tried it sooner. So if you're thinking about it, go for it. Save some money tonight. Just let us know if you want us to text you a coupon code. Amy, how should we do that? How should they contact us for the coupon?
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to have a cell phone number. I'll tell you what, just ask the person that invited you and they can message us and we'll get it to them.
And then we'll send you a code.
Yeah, Jenna wants Cindy to tell her pharmacist story very quickly before we end the call.
Oh, it's such a good story. Yeah, you got to do it, Cindy. And then we'll end the call.
Okay. Well, I told you guys that, I have IBS. So I had gone to a gastroenterologist several months back, told him about all my issues, and he put me on some medicine. And I went to pick it up at the pharmacy, and it was going to be like $600. And the girl was like, "Oh gosh, what are you going to do?" And so I sent a message to the doctor, said, "No way am I paying this." He sent in a new prescription. So I went back a few days later and to fill the new prescription. And it's basically like it's for diarrhea, but it was for a little bit more than that. Like, anyhow, that's the gist of it. So I go to fill that one. It's still like $200. And the pharmacy girl says to me, "Girl, you have IBS?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm just trying to get it under control." And she said, "Let me tell you what fixed me." She said, "I've had IBS for years. I'm on Plexus now." And I kind of start to giggle a little bit. And I said, I have recently started Triplex. And she said, "Oh, that's fantastic." She said, "Because let me tell you, I haven't seen my gastroenterologist in over 2 years." She goes, "I'm completely off all the medications that they gave me." And she's off, like, I think it was Remicade she was on for, immune disease and all this kind of stuff. She's like, "I'm not on any of that anymore. I'm just on my Plexus." And so that's coming from the pharmacist. I thought that was great. And it was just a perfect example of out in the community, just making a little conversation. And she was like, "I just have to tell you." So
I love that. Thank you for sharing. And I truly believe, so I've been doing Plexus now for 8 years. My endocrinologist told me about it about 8 years ago that, the medical field's not educated about gut health. I feel like we're slowly starting to see that turn. And maybe in the next 10 years, instead of, hearing about it like that, maybe it'll be the first thing they recommend is Plexus or, for gut health. So you ladies rock tonight. Thank you, Amy Morton, for putting this together. Thank you, all of you, for sharing your stories. The passion that all three of you have for helping other people just oozed through Zoom tonight.
Yes, it did. It definitely did. So
Thanks,
thank
y'all.
you. Thank you all again for being on.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
You're
It
welcome.
was fun.
It was
Thank
very
you.
fun.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.